Good morning, guys. Today I am with an PS3 Phat, and as HDMI cable is connected, power cable is connected, I am turning it on. Here it is, yellow light. Someone has already changed its thermal paste. I think that could not fix it. First of all, I will start from its power supplies. This power supply, these two power supplies, mostly in Phat cases, these two power supplies don't work properly. So I could not find any physical damage in this board. So let's start. It should be 0.3 ohm. Like 3 ohm, fine. And 120 ohm, 0 ohm. Okay. Now I will go for the thermal circuit. Should be 99 ohm. Yes, and it should also be at 99 ohm. This should be 47 ohm. And these two resistors are at 99 ohm. Fine. And this resistor is 46 ohm. So it seems to be fine. Here I will connect this switch for the on-off facility. And here I can insert small power cable. And here is the power. Yes. Now I need a ground. First of all, I will check for these. First of all, I will check for the input here. It should be 1.5 volt, yes, and the output should be 1.2 volts or 1.3 volts. It's fine. And here I will go Railroad fuse is fine. This fuse seems also fine. Here are some other fuses. Yes, it is fine. One more fuse is this one. It is also good. Yes. Now let's go to our GPU power supply. Here should be clock. Yes. Here should also be clock. Yes. But clock is with some sort of distortion. Yes. You can see the distortion. Here is the CPU power supply. It is also seems to be distorted. Let's check for the output. Fine. Fine. For the GPU internal RAM power supply, I will check for the input clock here. Yes, it is. And the other power supply here, and it should be like this. Yes. And this one is the power supply. It is not working. It should be 12 volt. Yes, 12 volt are here, and here is the gate. It should be the gate here. It should be this one. Now let's go to its power supplies, these power supplies. And as I remember in my last video, I found some fault of these resistors. Let's check these resistors once again. It should be 2.2 ohm. Oh my god, it shows in mega ohm. It is open, and this one should be 2.2 ohm. It is 70 kilo ohm. It's amazing. And now for the CPU filter, these are the filter resistors, and it should also be 2.2 ohm, but it is 3.42 mega ohm. Why? Wow. And this one should also be 2.2 ohm, but it is 22.25 megahertz, 28 megahertz. It means these four resistors are bad, somebody has handled this very badly, because these resistors should not be open so easily. So first of all, I have to replace these resistors with good one at the value of 2.2 ohm. Let's change it. Further we will check for the more power supplies, even the token capacitors, and we'll see that is there any sort of distortion or not, due to which a fault like YLOD causes. Okay. Basically, these resistors are the filter coupling resistors at the value of 2.2 ohm. If they are not present, it does not matter. It means that there must be another fault in this board that causes the YLOD. Let's see. Now the second one. This one is bad. Okay. Let's check it again. But hopefully there must be a YLOD fault. Now, let's see what's the problem. Here I should connect the ground again. And it is my oscilloscope probe. Allah bala kare ji. And here I will check for these two chokes, because I have already checked these. It has oscillations. Sorry, here. This is the point. No oscillation. It should be 12 volts. No 12 volts. It's mean this is 12 volts. Yes. A fuse is blown up between these 2 points, and it is at the back side of this board, this one. If I let you check, this point has no more 12 volts and this point has 12 volts. Okay. So we must replace this fuse too. I can get one from this board. You can see that it is showing 0.2 ohm, and but this one is 5 mega. It's open. This fuse has a code of YD. It is named YD. Yes, I got it. And here I will replace it with this one. I have replaced this fuse with good one, and now let's check it again. Yeah, no. Still problem. Now what's the problem? Let's check clocks again. Yes, clock is available, and here the clock is also available, and on these points there must be volts, but still no volt. 12 volt are now available on this choke. Yes and yes. And here should be clock. This is the gate of this dual FET. No clock. Which means this circuit is not working. This circuit consists of one FET here and two FETs. It is a dual FET, And if I check for this FET, here is the gate. Yeah, this one is working. Here I will get the clock too. I should get the clock here. Yes, and the volts are available at this point. It is 3.2 volts. That's fine. Now only this choke is not working. For this, here should be the clock. Yes, now it is here. And here should be the output volts, 5 volts. Yes, now it's working. Okay, it's mean the fuse works. And now this clock filtration, it is somehow ambiguous. Now the GPU is working and CPU is also working. Now I will try to add one of the capacitors on these points, so that to verify that either these capacitors are the problems or not. So let's try it. Because our remaining power supplies are working, let's check these two. Yeah, it's fine. And here is 12 volts. Yes and yes. And the other power supply is this one. It's also fine. All the supplies are working fine. Now the only reason for the YLOD is these token capacitors. And here are two more supplies. We must verify them. Yeah, it's working and it's also working. Good. I have soldered here, and this is the negative point. I can add a capacitor like this here. I have to heat it up. This token capacitor may be melt. check it. I will turn it on, and here is the, yes, now it is on. As you can see, the green light is on. So the YLOD fault is due to these token capacitors. I am turning it off. Here I will try to add one more capacitor, positive side this way. It is the back side of the motherboard. One capacitor I have installed on the front side and one capacitor I am going to install at the back side. This point is ground and this is the positive point. So I must install this capacitor in this direction. The collar side would be on the positive side. And now I will try to connect it here. It is still not melted. Hope it is connected. That's fine. Now let's try it again. Here is the first capacitor I have installed, and at the back side of this capacitor, at this point, I have installed this capacitor. Okay, let's try it. I'm turning it on, and it is on. Yes, now it is on. Now guys, let's try to fix it. Now I will show you its display after fixing it on its heatsink and fan assembly. Now it is stable. It should be stable. These locks must be inserted in these holes like this, and try to slightly bend these clamps to give more pressure on the CPU and GPU. And must insert the HDMI port, HDMI cable. Now I hope we are lucky enough to see the display. It is on, and now it is on from this standby button, and I will go to my display. LCD is detected but no display. Why it is so? Let's reset it in. Yes, we have the display. We can see the display, but it was not on HDMI. Here I have to connect its controller kit so that we can connect the controller. This one. So let's insert it. Yes. And this. And here I will connect the controller here. Now let's start it again. And here I will go for the display. Yes, I can hope that there must be display because the controller has been synced. Yes, and here I will press yes for the HDMI setting. Yes. No. Okay, maybe this hard disk has been changed from this console. So guys, that was a tip video for you. I hope you must be entertained. The fault I have configured, the two of faults I have configured in this console. Thank you very much and goodbye. I have formatted its HDD. Now you can see the whole display. Controller is synced. Nothing is there because HDD just I have formatted. That's all. Thank you very much. Goodbye.